Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're joining me from in the world. I'm Melanie from Love Like Truth, and this is Finding Happiness During Lockdown series. In particular, this week we are focusing on relationships, and I thank you for joining me and for taking the time out to honour yourself and give yourself a break from the day. As always, we're just going to start with 5 deep breaths. So breathe. I invite you to join me. You shut your eyes and we will breathe deeply right down into the stomach, making you can feel the belly coming out as you breathe in, and then as we exhale we let go of all the negative energy, the stress, the rushing around, the anxiety, the negative emotions, the running on autopilot. We just relax and we connect back to ourselves, we connect back to our body. So I invite you to join me. And with that, do you feel lighter? Do you feel more connected, less stressed? I know I certainly do. And if you don't, you can always continue with that. You can continue up to 10 or more just deep breaths at any given moment, whenever you feel you need that time to release and let go. How is your gratitude list looking today? What are you grateful for? I always love to know what your 3 things that you're grateful for today are. So to start off, mine is I'm grateful for the caring natures of strangers, and just that random stranger that you can bump into and experience kindness from, and not so much kindness but interaction. I had this afternoon I had a lovely old chat with old gentleman. I worked out he must have been 90. He did not look it, but I love speaking to the older generation, because their stories and I just think it's lovely. And we stopped and had, I don't know, 10-15 minute chat with this old gentleman who was waiting for his wife, who was still in the shop, and he just come on over and we started chatting. And it's really nice to be able to still have those sort of connections with people, even during what's going on this year. And so yeah, I appreciate the small interactions and random, unplanned little stories you hear from people. We were able to give that gentleman some company, and while he was waiting for his wife in the opticians, and what did it cost us? A few minutes of our time, and in return we heard some lovely old war stories, and got to put a smile on his face, so yeah. Second thing I'm grateful for today is you guys. I'm grateful that you come on and you don't mind, you don't judge, and I love that we have this community where we can be ourselves and it's absolutely fine. There's no judgment, and I'm really grateful for having our community that is like that. Thirdly, I am grateful for today is the shops are open, or at least some of them. Yeah, just it's nice, you know, we don't go out every day, we are staying in, but you know, when you need some bits, it's nice to get out, nice to get out of the house, go and do some food shopping and get some bits and pieces. So really grateful for some of the essential shops being open. And yeah, so I'd love to know what your 3 things on your gratitude list are for today. Do let me know either in the comments section or in the group. So today I just wanted to talk about what it is that we want in a relationship. A lot of one thing that breaks down relationships is this feeling that we're not getting what we want. We're not getting you know, that we're always doing what the other person wants and that our needs aren't met. And too often is the case is that the other person doesn't know what your wants are. Yes, obviously it's really important to compromise, and you know, it's sometimes you'll do what you want, and sometimes, you know, your partner will get what they want, and so compromise is a big thing. But I have noticed that too many people just expect their partner to know. It's like, well, he should know what I want, or she has been with me long enough, she should know me by now, you know. And that's all well and good, and that's lovely, but that's not on them. You know, it's for you to communicate what it is that you want, whether it's from what your wants and needs from the relationship, in terms of perhaps your love language and how your needs are met in terms of feeling loved and feeling compassion and having that connection with someone, or even if it's a simple want of, I want to do this week, or you know, I want to watch this on the telly tonight, whatever it is. Too often those wants aren't communicated, and we end up blaming and putting that onus on the other person, that they should have known what I wanted and I'm always pleasing them. But actually, when we stop and look and we analyse and we dive deep into this stuff, most of the time we realise that we're so wrapped up in our world and we're so wrapped up in our thoughts that most couples don't schedule time, allow time to communicate. And communication is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, important things in a relationship. And to know what you want is one thing, but then you have to communicate that. And I invite you to just stop and think, if there's something that you've been, you know, even if it's just in your head, you know, moaning to yourself, you know, oh, I've been wanting to do this and I still haven't got it done, or we still haven't, whatever it is that's annoying you, you know, just stop and think, have I actually communicated it at all at any point to my partner, either before the frustration came or after? And if you realise that actually, no, you were having the conversation in your own head, you know, you thought you told them, but actually we haven't sat down, I haven't had that conversation with them, then it's time to have that conversation. You know, and don't go in moaning. Just say, oh, you know, I forgot to say, but I really want to do this weekend, or this has been bothering me, or this is how I feel about whatever it is. You know, go in with an explanation so that they understand. Be clear, concise, and express your needs and wants for the relationship and for your own needs and wants in life. So let me know what you think. Do you notice this in your relationships? Is this triggering you? Are you sitting there thinking, well, I still tell him what I want, but I still don't get it, or vice versa, you know? And that's fine. That then, you know, leads on to other areas to work on. But the first thing to check is whether you're actually communicating correctly. So I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your comments, let me know your thoughts in the group Love Light Truth Community on Facebook, and I wish you all a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow. So until next time, take care. Goodbye.